All right, so in this video, we are given two functions, f of x and g of x, and we need to find a in these two situations over here. So the first one says f of a equals to g of a. So f of a is just replacing the f function. I'm replacing my x with a, so that's just going to be 3x plus 1. And g of a is just replacing a in the g function, so that's just going to be 2 minus a. And now we want to solve this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the negative. Oops, that's an A, not an X. Can't have two different letters. The first thing we want to do is move the negative A to this side. It's going to become plus A. 3A plus A is 4A. Then I want to move the 1 to this side and subtract it. It's going to become 2 minus 1 is just 1. And last step is divide both sides by 4. So A just equals 1 over 4. Pretty simple there. Next one over here, we have f of a squared. So f of a squared means replace your x with a squared in the f equation. So that's just going to be 3a squared plus 1. And g of 2a means replace your x with 2a. So this is going to be 2 minus 2a. This is a quadratic equation over here. To solve a quadratic equation, you need to bring everything to one side. So I'm going to move these two terms to the left side. So I have 3a squared. When I move the negative 2a, it becomes plus 2a. And 1 minus 2, when I move this, it becomes negative. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. This equals to 0. So now this is a complex trinomial I need to solve with my man method. So what multiplies to negative 3 and adds to positive 2? That's just 3 and negative 1. Now I have to do factoring by grouping. So 3a squared, I'm going to split the 2a into 3a and negative 1a, which is just negative a minus 1. And now I'll group this. The common factor here is 3a. I'm left with a plus 1. My common factor here is negative 1. I'm left with a plus 1. So I'm left with 3a minus 1 times a plus 1 equals 0. Then here I have a complex solution. A equals to 1 over 3. And here a equals to negative 1. So you basically have to know your factoring really well to solve this second question over here. If you don't remember how to factor, you can go to my channel. I have a ton of factoring videos on my channel. You can just type in factoring complex trinomials. You'll get a lot of questions similar to this one.